The old man in this video, name is Yang Kanki from Lanzhou. Because he wanted to help his daughter, Yang Likan, fulfill her dream of following her idol, he had to sell all his assets, then had to borrow money everywhere, even sold his kidney. And finally, he left a suicide note, then ended his life by jumping into the sea in Hong Kong. In the suicide note, he specifically named Andy Lau, a famous star with many fans, is the culprit that made him die so tragically. You are watching the story of Andy Lau's crazy fan, having caused great controversy in the public opinion, and shocked the entertainment industry at that time. On the True Case channel, where we explore the thrilling cases together, and the most mysterious. And if you find this video attractive, so do not hesitate to click like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to support us. Thanks a lot. Yang Likan was born in 1978 in Akam Town, Lanzhou City, Gansu Province. Her father is Yang Kanki, as a teacher at 31 Lanzhou High School. Her mother is Dao Juing, and when they got married, she was only 24 years old. Yang Kanki is 38 years old. Dao Juing also doesn't really like Yang Kanki, because he is not handsome and his figure is not tall. His personality is also a bit silly. Although he is nearly 40 years old, he is still not married. But Dao Juing's father, seeing Yang Kanki's honest personality, have a household registration in the city and a stable job, so decided this marriage. 1 year after the two were married, and Yang Likan was born, had a daughter at nearly 40, Yang Kanki felt extremely happy. Not long after, they moved from Akam Town to Lanzhou City, and live in the Northwest Normal University housing. As a child, Yang Likan's academic performance is quite good, but she has difficulty getting along with friends. Often cry and tell parents that her friends just take advantage, to borrow a notebook to copy homework, then no longer pay attention to her. Until high school, due to not being able to integrate with friends, so her academic performance plummeted. When entering 8th grade, Yang Likan said she didn't want to go to school anymore. Because of their love for their child, the couple agreed to this decision. When the homeroom teacher came to persuade, Yang Kanki only answered one sentence. The girl doesn't want to go to school anymore. What can we do? So to take better care of daughter, Yang Kanki has decided to retire early from number 31 middle school. From there the love of the family of 3 of them, more and more attached. Yang Likan also always shares every story with his parents, and her parents always met all her requests. One evening in 1995, Yang Likan slept soundly and had a very beautiful dream. In her dream, she met a man holding her hand, and said, "You came to me in a very special way, and you met me with sincere feelings." Simple dream, but left a very deep impression on her. The next day, Yang Likan woke up, and felt strangely excited. It's been a long time since Yang Likan felt this excited, since she dropped out of school 3 years ago. Even though she didn't know who the person in her dream was, but she often met him in her dreams. Until one day, she saw a poster and realized that the person who appeared in her dream was Andy Lau. In the dream, Andy Lau held Yang Likan's hand, walk with her on the river bank and chat. Every dream like that is so warm and sweet. Makes Yang Likan believe even more that this is a signal from the universe. The more dreams, she felt this connection growing stronger. So she had the idea of meeting Andy Lau in real life. Then she shared this thought with her father. At first, Yang Kanki and Dao Juing did not understand. Why do girls dream about Andy Lau? But when he saw Yang Likan was so infatuated, then they decided to support her. Since the daughter was infatuated with Andy Lau, Yang Kanki spent most of his meager pension to help her pursue her idol. Yang Likan does not go to school, no work and no friends, just stay at home, eat, sleep, listen to music, read magazines and watch movies starring Andy Lau. Yang Kanki is helpless, also had to follow his daughter's wishes. When Yang Likan wanted to meet Andy Lau, then Yang Kanki and Dao Juing decided to help her fulfill this wish. And if this is what she wants, then they have no other choice besides supporting her. In 1997, Yang Kanki managed to raise 9,900 CNY, equivalent to about $1,400 today, from pension. To register for Yang Leakin, take a tour to visit Hong Kong. But meeting a celebrity is not easy. Yang Leakin has no way to approach Andy Lau. And all she could do is to ask the tour guide to take her to the Flower Wine Club. This is Andy Lau's official fan club in Hong Kong. She could only send a letter and return disappointed. Until 2004, when Andy Lau and the crew arrived in Lanzhou to film a movie, World Without Thieves. Every day she stands on the balcony of her house, from dawn to dusk. And hopefully Andy Lau will come and say hello to her. But that never happened. A few months later, when Andy Lau held a concert in Beijing, Yang Kanki borrowed everywhere to get 5,000 CNY to bring Yang Leakin to Beijing. Buy her a ticket to sit in row 11 for 1,780 CNY. This time, Yang Leakin got to see his idol, but she was not satisfied because the distance was quite far. What she wanted was a face-to-face meeting and stand next to the idol, even though she couldn't meet her idol in person. But Yang Leakin believes even more in predestined fate between her and Andy Lau. Because in concert, the stage has a design of a snake and a lion. Coincidentally, she was born in the year of the snake and belongs to the Leo sign, so she believes this is a sign that Andy Lau has dedicated to himself. She wanted to get closer and talk to him, let him know her, then told him about her dream. By 2005, Yang Kanki's pension has been increased to more than 2,000 CNY. He decided to sell his 40 square meters house, and the whole family moved to live temporarily in a rented house, save money to help daughter pursue idol. Despite being laughed at by relatives and neighbors, but that did not make them give up their intention. That year, Yang Leakin traveled to Hong Kong again, although not met Andy Lau, but she found his home address. She waited patiently for many days, but did not meet him. Finally, she left a letter for his neighbor, then returned to Lanzhou. Soon after, she set off for Beijing, go to the Ministry of Culture and China Central Television, in the hope that they would help her deliver the letter to Andy Lau, but all her efforts were in vain. In 10 years of pursuing idols, Yang Leakin, from a 16-year-old girl to be a 26-year-old mature woman. For 10 years, she has been persistent in her dream. It was a chat with Andy Lau. Her mother is Dao Juing, ripped up the magazine and smashed the cassette tape, related to Andy Lau because she was so angry. Yang Kanki and Dao Juing were haunted by a thought that, just need to meet Andy Lau, their family will live happily. In 2006, Yang Kanki began to accumulate money for daughter's third trip to Hong Kong. This time he even thinking about selling his kidney for a local hospital, but was rejected due to illegality. Then he borrowed 3,000 CNY, but still not enough to get to Hong Kong. When there is no other way, he turned to the media for help. He accepted an interview with Lanzhou newspaper and a TV station in Beijing. Story of a family of 3, spent all his assets to pursue his idol for more than 10 years, began to spread widely. However, many tabloids reported false information in a negative direction. Some articles even reported that Yang Kanki's family has a history of mental illness, and Yang Leakin dropped out of school because she fell in love with a teacher, and she also has mental illness. Due to many newspapers reporting false information, make everything become mixed up, so it is impossible to distinguish what is real and what is fake. However, the name Yang Leakin finally reached Andy Lau's ears. Andy Lau said, "If a girl likes me, and her father did a lot of harm to himself, just to fulfill daughter's wish, makes me feel so sorry, but if they are worthy for me to meet, I am always ready to meet them, at fan club or in other activities." In October 2006, movie Battle of the Warriors, the main actor is Andy Lau, who is being promoted. Yang Kanki once again borrowed money to bring the whole family to Beijing. He and his wife rented a place for their daughter to sleep. The old couple had to sleep in the hallway, under the station basement. A few days later, Andy Lau attends the premiere of Battle of the Warriors. With the help of several TV stations in Beijing, Yang Leakin also saw Andy Lau from afar in the auditorium. Over the years, Yang Kanki was the one who borrowed money everywhere, and when there is no other way, he decided to place one last bet. He went to the house of a deceased friend's son, name is Du Wu, to borrow an amount of 11,000 CNY. At that time, Dao Juing injured her leg, so had to treat for many days. This means that Yang Kanki had to use more than 2,000 CNY of pension money to support a family of 3. However, he still committed to the lender that will pay 2,000 CNY per month and completed in 5 months. He said, even if I have to crawl, I must get to Hong Kong. March 2007, before Yang Kanki took his daughter, Yang Leakin, from Lanzhou to Hong Kong, he left his household registration book, along with important documents given to Du Wu for safekeeping. When they arrived in Hong Kong, because they had no money, Yang Kanki and Dao Juing had to sleep overnight in different convenience stores every day, but they still found a cheap hotel for Yang Leakin to stay in. Finally, on March 25th, Andy Lau hosts a meetup, Interact with Fans. With the help of Fan Club, after 13 years of pursuing Idol, Yang Leakin is now 29 years old, finally standing next to Idol. Got to shake hands and take pictures with him, but she still felt extremely disappointed. Only when Yang Kanki asked, did he know? Yang Leakin just stood there taking photos together, but not allowed to talk privately with Idol, and she just sat in the back row, have a very long distance with Andy Lau. Only until leaving, she lined up with everyone else to see him. Yang Kanki then asked to meet Andy Lau privately, and even tried to block his car, but this action is useless. So the whole family had to leave. Dao Juing recounted that evening, Yang Kanki pulled her along for a walk around Simsha Tsui MTR station, and said that there is nothing special about this world. Then they went to a fast food restaurant and order a meal for 23 AAHDA. After dinner they returned to the hotel to rest. Dao Juing was a little tired, so she fell asleep, and when I wake up, she saw Yang Kanki coming back from outside. Anxious mood. He walked back and forth for a long time before sitting down. She doesn't know what her husband is thinking, then fell asleep again, and when she woke up again, only saw a suicide note, with Yang Kanki's glasses, and 520 Hong Kong dollar notes. Early that morning, Yang Kanki ended his own life, at Simsha Tsui Harbor. In the suicide note, Yang Kanki wrote that the whole family lived miserably, sell house and borrow money everywhere. Everything is voluntary, not because of idol chasing, because they respect their daughter's dreams. This is not an educational issue. It is fate and personal desire. He also condemned Andy Lau for having a heart of stone. And after many years of unsuccessfully pursuing idols, he decided to use his life to protest. Yang Kanki hopes that his departure can help Yang Leakin will have the chance to meet idols, otherwise he cannot rest in peace. Yang Kanki hopes the Hong Kong government will intervene, forcing Andy Lau to give his family a satisfactory answer. Their whole family believes that Andy Lau should take responsibility for this. Dao Juing and Yang Leakin also said that Andy Lau should go pay his respects to Yang Kanki, bow to him and meet his daughter, to fulfill Yang Kanki's last wish. I hope he will fulfill his father's last wish. Even though Dad is gone, Dad still wants to. Andy Lau must come see me once. If this wish does not come true, I will be guilty to my father, Yang Leakin said in an interview. Andy Lau's management company spoke up that Andy Lau met Yang Leakin at the exchange meeting held earlier. And right after the Yang Kanki incident happened, the company sent someone to contact Dao Juing and Yang Leakin, but because they make unreasonable demands, so the company did not approve. The company also wishes their family to return to normal life. After Yang Kanki passed away, Dao Juing and Yang Leakin, mother and daughter, always live in a state of being out of money. They eat only a few pieces of bread a day, and sat absent-mindedly on the street. A newspaper sponsored them to stay at a hotel. An airline offered to cover their expenses to return home. And many kind people have donated. Help Yang Leekan take care of his father's funeral. So, after 13 years of chasing an illusory dream, Yang Leekan finally lost the father who loved her unconditionally. In 2008, Yang Leekan filed a lawsuit. The tabloids reported false information, affect her family's honor. She also plans to sue Andy Lau and asked him to publicly apologize, to reclaim justice for her family. However, these lawsuits all failed. After that, Yang Leekan also disappeared from public attention. A reporter later revealed that an anonymous person has come forward on behalf of their family, pay off 11,000 CNY debt, which Yang Kenki had borrowed before. And that anonymous person is Andy Lau. Actually, if we look at the story from Andy Lau's perspective, then this is an unexpected incident. And you, what do you think about this girl? Do you agree with her parents' way of spoiling their child? Please comment below and discuss together. And before leaving, don't forget to like, subscribe channel, and turn on notification bell to update the latest information on True Case channel.